September 10th, 2007, the Hoops for Hope Charity All-Star Classic basketball games between members of the House and their staff and lobbyists were played at George Washington University. This was the 9th annual Congressional Charity Basketball Championship, and the question was again, how would a team of congressional staffers and a team of congressmen and senators stand up to two teams from the American League of Lobbyists? This is Hoops for Hope.
Well, this started out 9 years ago. Myself, former Congressman Jack Quinn from New York, and former Congressman from Tom Barrett from Wisconsin, we got together over dinner and said, you know what, they do a lot of tennis tournaments, basketball tournaments, and baseball tournaments, but no one's ever done a lobbyist versus member or basketball tournament. So 9 years later, we're into this. Hopefully after tonight we'll have raised $300,000 for children's charities here in the D.C. area. The game's gotten so big we've had to add two games, congressional staff component versus lobbyists, and then members of Congress versus lobbyists.
With that word from Paul Miller, let's get right to the first game of the night. This is the lobbyists in gray against the chiefs of staff of the members of Congress in red. After the lobbyists win the tip, they miss their opening shot, and the chiefs of staff come back down and sink a three-pointer to take an early 3-0 lead. Or later in the game, the lobbyists would dominate inside, grabbing rebound after rebound. Eventually, they'd get the ball in the basket here for a two-pointer. However, for most of the game, the chief of staff were hitting their shots from outside the arc. Again, another three-pointer here to put the chiefs of staff up big. Later in the same half, chiefs of staff are running the fast break. They get the ball inside where he puts on a nice move to get to the baseline, the layup up and good. With time running out, the lobbyists try to stage a comeback with another tip-in off a missed layup here. They dominated the glass all night, but it wasn't enough, as members of Congress win 66-55. That game sets the stage for the main event of the evening. Now let's hear what Coach John Thompson III, who's coaching the lobbyists, and some of the players have to say.
Well, I'm coaching the team that's going to win today, and that's the lobbyists, because we're going to have the better players, and we'll be more skilled today.
How do they compare to University of George Washington?
Oh boy, you know, they're a little bit older, they're a little bit wiser. That's the difference.
This is Hoops for Hopes, and this is a good chunk of their budget every year, and so the lobbyists do a great job of putting this together and raising some good money. So it's a great cause and a lot of fun.
No, we don't always agree on politics, and we also don't all agree on basketball. But there are a lot of good folks here, and it's great to play with them, and it's for a great cause, great charity. So happy to do it.
You know, when we're out in the court, it's there's only one party, and that's the winning one. So that's what we're shooting for.
My prediction is we'll be lucky if we get out here without having to dial 911. But if the quality of basketball won't be great, hopefully the game will be close. The last few years, the game's always been close and competitive, and the lobbyists say they always let us win. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Oh, we got lucky and didn't have to dial 911 all night, but that doesn't mean the game wasn't exciting. After winning the tip, the lobbyists got off to an incredibly quick start, hitting back-to-back threes with the oldest guy on the court. The most amazing thing was after that three, he comes back down and hits another one. You'd think they'd guard that guy. Let's take a look at the reverse angle. They kick it out to him and he drains the three. The lobbyists stayed hot from outside. That's not a replay, that's another three-pointer. Eventually, the members of Congress get on track and hit a three of their own for Senator John Thune. Later in the game, when the three-pointers stop falling, Paul Miller drives inside and gets the two. Senator Thune tries to keep him in it with another three there. During the game, with the lobbyists still dominating, he goes up for the dunk. Oh, never mind. Lays it in for two. He gets chippy. Paul Miller, hard foul there. He'll go to the line for two shots. This game was up and down all night, and after the missed shot from the members of Congress, one of the lobbyists goes coast to coast and he goes up for the layup. The lobbyists are up big with time running out. Members of Congress are pressing, trying to get a steal with under 2 minutes left. But the lobbyists beat the press, have a 2-on-0 for the layup. Looks like the lobbyists are going to get only their second win in this series. With that missed three at the buzzer, the lobbyists win with a final score of 45-36. The end of the game and the end of the Hoops for Hope. Let's see what some of the players had to say about the game.
Still friends, right?
Yeah, we've been going at it a couple years. Last year we had to talk at halftime to make sure that everything was okay.
That's right, we did.
Two competitive guys.
Oh, okay. Who you with?
With the universe of lobbyists in the thousands, and of course we're a finite number. You know, there are 535 of us. In the universe of lobbyists, and you've seen phone book, the pages and pages of lobbyists. So we don't even deserve to be on the same court as these guys.
We actually have seen worse, but when Paul Miller stole that ball, there was no way I was going to let him get an easy lay.
Paul got fouled every time he touched the ball. They called it about every other time.
Yeah.
So will both of you be back next year?
Yeah, if I can recover.
If they'll have us, they'll have me.
That's great. That's great.
Those are good calls. And we're happy to do it.
Yeah, 60,000 most ever, right?
This is 60,000 this year?
Most ever they've raised in 1 year.
Like $250,000 raised at least.
300,000.
300,000.
That's what Paul said
for
over several years.
Different charities.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
All proceeds from the game and video go 100% to support the Horton's Kids Hill Help Capital Tutoring Program, which brings together congressional staff with children from Anacostia for dinner and tutoring every Monday night during the school year. If you would like to help, please visit www.hortonskids.org or visit the website for the American League of Lobbyists at www.alldc.org. This video was produced by Blair Network Communications from Montgomery Blair High School in Silver Spring, Maryland, with the support of Columbia Books and Information Services.